in France, as we heard yesterday, 10 people are standing trial for the online harassment of Brigitte Macron, the wife of France's president. For several years, she's been the subject of thousands of online rumours that she was born a man. This Paris trial comes just a few months after a defamation lawsuit was filed in the US against an American podcaster, Candace Owens, who has hugely amplified these rumours. If convicted, the defendants in France could be sentenced to up to 2 years in prison. Well, we can go across live now to France 24 senior reporter Norris Trent, who's been following this case in court. Catherine, then, you've been listening to some of the accused defending themselves. What have they been saying?
Hello there, Angela. There have been various arguments put forward by the defendants in courts. All of them deny the charges, but when responding to questions about tweets they wrote, social media posts they wrote alleging that Brigitte Macron was born a man, claims which are unsubstantiated, they gave rather similar arguments. Coming up often was their claim that they had the right to publish these claims under the right to free speech. A lot of them also said this was satire. One of the defendants with the biggest social media following, a publicist who set up an account under the name of Zoe Sagan, which has since been banned on X, blocked that profile, he said that this was info fiction, so kind of news fiction, and he evoked the spectre of Charlie Hebdo, the satirical magazine in France, which viewers may remember was at the centre of deadly attacks in 2015, and back then there was an outpouring in France of solidarity for the magazine, with people saying that you should be allowed to write or publish what you want, even if it offends other people. So that has been evoked by a number of the defendants. Lots of them also said that they were joking and said, since when has it been a crime to make a joke? When asked about whether they realised that what they wrote could cause suffering to Brigitte Macron, one of the defendants in court said that he apologised if anything he published would cause suffering, but nonetheless persisted in saying that he had a right to try and get to the bottom of the truth. One of the judges questioned whether it was in the public interest for the French public to know whether Brigitte Macron was born a man or a woman, but he really didn't have a coherent answer to that, and some of the responses have been pretty confused and long-winded in court.
Today, Catherine, Brigitte Macron's daughter, Tiffaine Houzière, is due to testify. What do we think she might say?
Well, we are expecting Tiffaine Houzière to defend her mother and to talk about the impact that this trial has had on the French First Lady. Brigitte Macron herself is not attending the two-day trial. She's not expected to come. But her daughter, it's thought, is going to be speaking and talking about the psychological traces that this has left on her mother. She has spoken out publicly before in TV and magazine interviews, saying that this has really hurt her mother. And she's talked about the fact that even her children, so Brigitte Macron's grandchildren, have heard what she called horrors at school about their grandmother. So we're going to be getting, I think, a feeling of the impact of these rumours, long-running rumours now, which have gone global on France's First Lady.
OK, well, we're out of time. We'll leave it there, Catherine. Thanks very much for that. Norris Trent there speaking to us from that court in Paris.